Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the Old Horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And he's coming out of the end zone. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He'll walk and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. From the gun, the ground game. Finding an escape route. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, you see a great individual effort there that time, and you can see the skills this guy has, and he just reminds me sometimes of the great Ohio State backs we've seen in the past, right? You think of Archie Griffin and his 2 Heisman trophies, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. This guy right here with his skill set, he's got the chance to be the next great Buckeye back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They go to the ground, and this one will be stopped for no gain. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. A strike downfield. He's finally stopped, and not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Run in the red zone, it's Savage. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The Buckeyes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Snap it to the back. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Reads it, fires complete. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
The RPO, it's complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. They're coming off an appearance in the national championship game last year, and you know they're looking to get back.
Yeah, they're motivated to take the next step. And, David, they feel like they've upgraded to several key positions this year, hoping that they can take it that one next step and win the Natty this season.
Yeah, it was one thing to get there, but, man, do you get even hungrier when you've got there and you had to watch the other team celebrate. So a good chance to take out some demons, start this year off good, and maybe forget about last year's finish.
A little trickeration, looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
And when you're faking punts, it's obviously a lot easier to execute in practice against a scout team when you get the exact look you want. But doing it against a starting return team or defense is a little bit more difficult. They're unable to come up with the completion. Now the offense is set up in great field position.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Just feeds the running back. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense.
Brings into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And how about this offense? Man, they must have used fall camp perfectly. Coming out firing on all cylinders, smooth, in a rhythm. Great start to the year by this offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Penn State is down, but don't rule out some late-game magic. With that offense and the kid on D, who's the latest stud at linebacker, anything is possible. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Pittsburgh. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Quick release by the QB. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Alabama pushing the tempo. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Caught. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Off the RPO, complete. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Daniels. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Dumps it to the back. Pulls it in. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll run it from the gun. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back to pass. It's complete on the right side. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Let's talk about Alabama. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't get...
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while. They'll run this play from the pistol. The give to the left side. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field, see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
He had the speedster loose, and he just couldn't connect. Just a little too much juice on the pass.
Yeah, those ones that you got a guy wide open, a lot of times quarterbacks will tell you that those are the ones you kind of, like, I don't want to mess this up, and you either put way too little on it, or in this case, way too much on it, and overthrow the speedster.
This defense really does a nice job playing with their eyes and pursuing the ball. They took away all of the quarterback's options down the field. When he finally checked it down, they rallied to him, made the tackle, now setting up fourth.
The Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Pulls it in at the 25. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds the tight end. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Trying play action. Gets it out quickly. Turning it on. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got a man, it's Dingle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Alabama quickly back to the line. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Finds his big tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. From the gun, running back on the move. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. 1st and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Right down the middle. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down, he'll throw it. This time he's got his man. After 45 on his way. Wide open on the right. Ripped off a huge sharp play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
He'll take it himself. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Wants to adjust the pattern. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum, it plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the other.
The give on the inside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Makes the grab. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. Alabama pushing the tempo. Throws to the back. Quickly complete. And how good is it for a quarterback to have a running back he not only can just dump it off to, but can actually be dangerous as a receiver?
Agreed, Reese. It's not just checkdowns or screens or swing routes or flat routes. This guy can get vertical. And he can all of a sudden start stressing defenses in the second level. What a weapon it is to have this guy in your backfield.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Gets drilled as he releases it. The ball just trickles to the ground. Great place to start for this offense. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And the Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. The play action fake. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
The Buckeyes line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down.
If they're able to make that pick, they're wiping points off the board. But because he dropped it, now it's 4th down. And, of course, they're still in field goal range with an opportunity to score 3.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it, 1st down and more. He's brought down the 1 to play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. They'll immediately call timeout. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Looking to take a shot. And he's got it inside the 35.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or...
Makes the catch. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. They are really clicking along, 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. The snap sets up to throw. Floating away. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half. close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking downfield on first down. Working that left side now. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Buckeyes will kick it away to start the second half. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. They're working that left side. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Alabama quickly back to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Oh, better look out. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
Line getting set on second down. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Makes the catch. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Hauls it in. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
Looking to scramble. Fires to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. He'll pull it on the read. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
And they're finally able to get him on the ground at the 1. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown Tide. Timely decisions, effective play management helps him get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. He'll push his way out to the 38, pick up a 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Runs through a tackle. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Still on his feet at the 45. All out of space. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. He has been surgical, precision passing, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Here comes the heat. Forced out of the pocket. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds, and this offense trying to put something together.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Alabama pushing the tempo. They're going to ride this running back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as...
There he goes! Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the stakes.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibly. responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Back has it. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
Yeah, and no nonsense. I like it when you get downhill. You know exactly where the sticks are. I'm not trying to get a 20 or 30-yard gain. I got to get that first down. 3rd and 2, I'm going to be physical. Nice job by that running back.
Quick strike complete. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Now from inside the red zone. Intercepted to stop the threat. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they turn it into a defensive score.
In this kind of game where it's only one possession, one play could make the difference. And that time the quarterback got a little too greedy. The defender jumps in front, picks it off, pads the lead for his team. We've still got a lot of football to go here, but that was a massive play for the defense.
On the run from inside his own 5. Makes a move. Pushed out of bounds at the 41, but not before he pulls off a terrific return. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Alabama! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
Got his man down the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. New set of downs after the completion. The give from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Right back to the well. Oh, he's got some space. 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Breeze. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. South Carolina is ahead in Columbia, but that's not exactly George Rogers out there scoring touchdowns. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 11 over Appalachian State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
Under fire. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the second half. And it looks like they've made a few adjustments. That time, they were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
Unloads to the wideout. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away.
And you had to. I mean, the offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that fourth down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it might get out of hand.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The Buckeyes come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Snagged out of the air. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Pass to sticks him still on his feet. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Buckeyes are rolling down the field. They're going to go right back to him on first down. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. They stop him before he can get to the first down marker, but he does cross the 50, and now to be fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Now he's going to break the pocket. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they were ready for the pass, and you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires it incomplete.
Well, quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. To the air on first down. Moving away from pressure. The throw. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Throws toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football, and you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field.
Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. There was tight coverage, but a perfect throw and catch, and they've got it at the 9, first and goal. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
And that is a play you've got to make as the defender. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got a chance to secure the win with the interception, and you put it on the ground. Missed opportunity.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Still looking, on the move. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays, and you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it, they know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him, and as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
You know, in these goal line situations, the field starts to shrink. It's easier to key in on these guys that you know can fly at the quarterback spot. Defense was locked in. Nice job on the third and goal.
He caught it. He is knocked out of bounds and could not get there. A stop on fourth and goal. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. You'll take this every time, 5 yards.